Eagles for 3 in a row over Philadelphia, but the G-Men have only won 2 of the last 10 in the series. The Giants and Eagles are coming your way next.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The numbers for Jones last week, 14 carries, 119 yards, and the score.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing Jones. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And able to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Alex Anzalone just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Jones now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. To throw on third down, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. On fourth down, Jones. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. He'll buy some time right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now it's Haskins. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try the right side with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Touchdown, Eagles! Robert Tonyan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Second and 10. To throw again, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Hardman to return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to and a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a couple. Haskins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Haskins will throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Alex Anzalone picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going up. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jones has it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Haskins throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down, creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 2nd and 10, Haskins, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Back onto the field now comes the wideout Antonio Brown. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Haskins. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bumped due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Haskins to throw it. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Haskins to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Lawrence Guy in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. 2nd down and goal. Haskins, touchdown! Robert Tunyon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Haskins now. They're going to try to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Not much there, only a yard. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. On the draw, this is Barkley. A little juke. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Some quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now left side on the swing pass. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the 36, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Taken. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. They just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Haskins back to the air. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now it's Haskins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Haskins' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Haskins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and goal, Haskins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Able to find Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw is Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Jones. To Barkley on the check down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, they were successful in one sense. They completed the pass, but still leads them to a tough 4th down situation, doesn't it?
It does, and the deficit more than 3 here in a one-score game. So the field goal, not their ideal situation. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or